Good afternoon, guys. It's Leslie at Inskeep Acres. Oh, it's been a busy morning. Jason's been getting stuff prepped in the garden to get ready to get the, what do I want to say, the old section refinished. So he's taken a bunch of dirt and already filled in those spots. I'll take you back there. Dumped the other load of dirt that we had. I do want to say that it is already like 90 degrees out, and I found that this camera overheats really easy with the case on it that I have to use my mics. So I may have to take that case off and just go buy the GoPro mic, so we'll see. But I'll show you the tomatoes, how they're doing. Our elderberries are doing awesome. These, I don't know, whatever these are that came out of the compost pile back there are doing good. Our potatoes are starting to pop up. So let's go check out what he's done so far. I did tie all these tomatoes up the other day. I've actually done a couple days worth. I don't know if I showed you guys, but we did a bunch of weeding and a bunch of these beds to get them ready. I do have kale. This is all dill coming up. Kale that's coming back from last year. Our sage. We did weed the onions. Still don't have the hay mulched on them. So here's what Jason's done this morning. He took this fence panel out, and we did get the bees moved. They're probably not real happy with me, but he's brought a bunch of that black dirt and filled in between these. And then he's gonna go back and get compost to kind of till in with this black dirt. I just finished cleaning up around these beds. We're gonna have to take some of this stuff out of the top of this bed. But I weed-eated and everything so that he can come in around this post and dump some dirt into here. So I think, I'm not sure if he's gonna probably bring some dirt in here, and then he's gonna make some trips back to get the compost to fill this in. So we'll see how that goes. Once he kind of gets it tilled together and everything, then I'll be able to smooth it out and put the landscape cloth on. I turn these bees just so that as they're coming out of the hive for now, normally they're here facing the garden, but I'm sure we're aggravating them by coming through here. So I put them in this back corner facing the other direction so they come in and out more to the south than to the east, just for a couple days. Once they're content, then I will get them back to where they belong. Alright, got you guys set up. Well, I don't want to go all the way back.
Well, if I'm going to go back there, I'll bring 2 buckets of compost up. If you want to, you still have to stand at the fence.
Right.
So I can get through.
So we're going for compost. To tear up too much of this out here, but it's gonna happen. It can be fixed. We decided we're gonna go dump this on one of the compost piles and bring up some compost on the way. Now the cows are out there, so I'm gonna have to let Jason through the fences. Pick up this hose real quick because I really don't want him driving back and forth over the hose. We go through enough hoses as it is. We don't need to help damage them by running them over. Across here. It's not even electrified, but cows are fine. They know not to test it. So we have this so that the cows can run up and get water. He was trying to push that protein tub out of his way. But so they can come up and get water, but then now they have access to the woods. Okay. Because maybe now you can hear me better. We had to separate Thor from the ladies. Still waiting on Freya to farrow, but we don't want him trying to rebreed Eldred right away. So we have the 2 girls together. We separated him out. He is now in the cow pen. But we cannot let him out in the woods because our fencing is not low enough for a pig. So we gave him the cow pen, put them out to the woods, which they are thoroughly enjoying. You probably can't see them, but they're all right there. They enjoy the shade and the coolness of the ravine and all the trees. You gonna get 2? He's gonna go dump that. I'm gonna wait here. Make sure cows don't come up. And watch the gates. We'll take a walk back there. When I hear him coming back up, I can come back up here. Let's take a look at what our compost looks like. There's still some of these chunks in here, but I think that'll be good for the garden. Some of it will still kind of continue to break down a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, see, the cows see me. Now they're coming up here. That's why I have to be gate watcher. What you doing, cows? Are you missing one? No, Krishan's hiding, walking back the back behind him. I don't have anything for you right now. Hi, ladies, and Richard. Yeah, you guys know I don't have anything, huh? And Jason's on his way back. Alright, I just closed this gate to keep them back off of here. It's easier to open and close this than it is to put this fence up and down. So he's got 2 buckets of compost for the long strip on the one side, just to start with. We're gonna go up and the other side that I kind of cleaned up, it's got all the daikon radishes and stuff in it that were a cover crop. We're going to put some dirt there, make that bed, those 2 beds, 1 bed, and make it a little bit larger so it comes closer to the asparagus and strawberries. Then once we get enough dirt in there, we'll run a few more loads of compost up. I think I'm gonna do some compost up around the rhubarb and stuff like that. So let's bring a few up. Oh, that breeze feels good, but it's probably not very good for the audio. Little boys are not happy because they don't have their pasture space at the moment. So this, and then some of this up here, that was just those 2 buckets he brought. Some of these chunks like this probably need to go. I'm sure that's part of the clay from the back, not compost, but we'll see. Show you guys another handful of our compost. It's got a little bit of a chunk in it, but good stuff for the garden, minus a few of these chunks like this. I'll probably have to pick some of those out, but for now, he's gonna come around and put a few loads of dirt. I think I want it to come all the way out in here, just so that I have a walkway here, and I'll put landscape cloth down here. Abel, are you checking out that compost? It's gonna end up coming like all the way out into here, so it'll probably take several loads in this.
Might be easier for me to mound it and pull it with the tiller then.
Yeah, that's fine. I would say, I mean, that's pretty tall, so I would say if you get 2 buckets here and maybe a bucket over there, by the time we add compost, that should be enough to kind of fill it.
2 buckets here and 2 buckets there?
Well, let's see what 2 here and 1 there looks like, and then we'll decide if we need another one or not. Abel's gonna help you. Are you gonna be my tiller, Abel? Yeah? Hi, big guy. Is that dirt cool? Yeah, it is. Had some not 100% clean fill. It's whatever they dug up from my dad's place when they were digging the foundation. He's building a barn dominium, so there used to be a house on the site, so the foundation and everything is kind of there and crumbly. They must have buried a bunch of their garbage there. We found a bunch of old bottles and some pretty cool stuff. Jason found a really awesome coin. I'm not sure where I want to put you guys. Maybe over here. I'm trying to find somewhere in the shade, but not a whole lot of good places to get you a good angle. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know if it was rocks or what it was, but it was right here. Hit it with the tiller.
Want that pushed a little bit that way?
Yeah, I mean some of it needs to come this way. Go.
But this stuff, how far do you want to go that way?
I just kind of want a walkway. I'll probably put like the landscape cloth is basically going to go from there and strip this way. And I don't know if I'll put a...
I'll kind of get out there, because if I get out in there, I'm going to smear it all around and stuff, and I can back up as long as I don't run into the fence. Ready for compost then?
Abel, you better watch your back. Richard over here doesn't like you. You just come running up behind him. You stay out of that compost pile. I don't need you digging in there. Go on. Come on. Let's go see what's in the woods while we wait for the big guy to come back. Abel? Hi, Junior. Come on, Abel. Abel! Hi, Croissant. Abel! You playing King of the Mountain? Come on. There's shade over here. Abel. Good boy. Come on. Come on, big guy. Because those cows don't like you, huh? Cows don't like you because they don't like Joey. Junior, Junior. That is Junior's calf. So we call her Junior, Junior. Oh, we're gonna go chase him around. My daughter calls this one Bacon. Hi, guys. Were they trying to get you? Come on. You come back out here. Good boy. Some of that compost in the cab. Abel. Why are you gonna go back there to run from cows again? I don't think I showed you guys yet. Jason got Abel a new collar. We weren't sure what size to order. So he ordered one that we thought was going to be Kane size. Good thing we only ordered one because it's Abel's size. So he ordered a smaller one for Kane, but we have a heck of a time trying to keep collars on them. We had to try to find something heavy duty because all they do is chew them off of each other. My pants. Hi, big guy. Still trying to teach Cain and Abel how to play in a shallow pool of water, but neither one of them like the water. Joey will get in it and play in it. I think I showed you guys that, but they just look at him like he's nuts. So I haven't figured out how to teach them to cool off other than they go lay in cool shady spots. So yeah, this weather's been crazy for you guys. Hi, Thor. He's not happy being over there. But I don't have anywhere else to put him. There's feeder pigs. Take you around here real quick. Jason put this roof up here. It used to be over kind of a pig shelter there. So they get some extra shade. Freya's been hanging out in here. I thought maybe her due date was today from when I saw him breed her, but he might have gotten her a little bit later. There's 4 of the piglets. The other one's probably in the shelter. They've been coming over and laying with Freya too, so. Well, here's what we've got. Looks like that's probably going to be quite a bit more than we need, but I want to extend it that way, and so it may not be too bad. He'll have to kind of till it, see how it looks. I think that's what he's getting ready for now. Getting some gas for the tiller. I found that broken piece of T-post was in that pile of black dirt. So that'll be my job as Jason goes through and is tilling to pull out rocks or if there's any garbage. We get a lot of stuff blowing in to our pastures and fields and stuff, so get a lot of stuff that comes in our hay bales. So I'm always trying to pick that stuff up. So Jason requested some switchel, so I went in and got him a big glass of that. It's called switchel or Haymaker's Punch. Essentially they call it the original Gatorade. It's apple cider vinegar, honey, fresh lime juice, fresh lemon juice, ginger, and Then you just top it off with water, and he makes a half-gallon jar at a time. So that's one of his favorite drinks, but he likes a little bit extra ACV in it.
Have to move some of it around. I'm pretty high right here in the center, I think.
So I was trying to tell him what was in that. I thought it was ACV, honey, lemons, a couple limes,
2 limes is what I like.
ginger, and then just top it off with water, right? Some of this we're probably going to have to try to get a little bit closer to the edges to get some of this stuff. Comes out this way. I only need so much of a walk. I have to pick up that landscape cloth if I need to. Yeah,
Buffed it up some.
that's fine. Whatever's easier. Camera got hot and the battery died, so this is how far we've gotten. Jason finished tilling, and my abs are gonna hate me tomorrow, but I raked all of this out. Tried to get it kind of as level as I could. This end's a little deeper and it kind of tapers off at that end, but that's okay. It'll all kind of compact and shrink down, not be quite as deep. But I'm going to take the landscape cloth and go basically from this bed, and it'll kind of come up the hill, and then the same thing on the other side from the fence and then up the hill, and then I'll lay some strips. I have to measure it, but I'll lay some strips down the from that end to this end. Eventually we'll finish this, but I think I want to go about halfway through and kind of make a walkway. So when we finish the rest of this, I'll kind of figure out where that is. It'll probably end up being somewhere in here, just that way I don't have to kind of walk through the plants or all the way down to one end or the other. I've got a cut through in the middle. I did fill in, this was always really low compared to the rest of the garden walkways, so I filled this in some. I think it'll probably need a little bit more. And then I still have this to do, but that can wait for another day. I have to bring all this down in here, kind of make it more of a rectangle, square the ends, level a walkway here. Hi, little boys. And then kind of finish a walkway here, finish the corners, and kind of get a good, decent walkway, just enough that I can wheelbarrow through, kind of with, you know, the wheel can be, whoops, right up against the edge. This side's a little more narrow, but if you run a wheelbarrow with a wheel on this side, you have plenty of room still to get down through there. So I will maybe, I don't know if we'll get it done tomorrow, but try to get the walkways done, some stuff on top of this, then I can get probably the rest of my plants all planted between this whole space and then what's left at the end of the tomatoes. Let's see if I can do cattle panels. I don't think this is a full panel width. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this I think is a full cattle panel, and there's 24 squares there. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 19 squares, so I'd have to measure it, but it's probably just a few feet shy. Oh, a guy sneaking through to get grass. But it's probably just a couple feet shy of 16, maybe 3 feet. So, I mean, we're probably about, I don't know, maybe 10 feet from one end to the other. I'd have to measure. And then we've got a full cattle panel and another full cattle panel. So about 32 feet to this T-post minus the walkway. So this is probably about the walkway. So we probably have about 10 by 32 bed here. So I should be able to get a lot of stuff planted there. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but hopefully this won't have to be redone again with the way we're doing it. I really like it out where the tomatoes are, so that's kind of what I'm gonna stick with. I still haven't figured out what we're gonna do here with those raspberries. I really don't want to take the wood frame off of those, and I don't really want to take the wood frame off around the asparagus either, so we'll have to see. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. Normally I have a whole drawing mapped out. I have a sketch like on grid paper of my garden, and I do like, you know, every square foot kind of whatever's gonna fit where, and have it all planned out ahead of time. And yeah, we didn't get any of that done this year, so oh well, it is what it is. Everything seems to be doing all right. So I have those cabbages, some celery, and some peppers there to plant. I'm thinking the cabbages are going to go in some of these beds here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of these that are not planted. I think I'm going to do another one of potatoes. Someone told me not to plant them so deep, so maybe I'll do a couple more, a little more shallow I don't want them to where they're gonna get sun exposure and turn green, but we'll see what we get. And then, yeah, maybe some of those cabbages and celery out here. I don't know, I've got herbs. Corn's gonna go by the onions. Jason left me a skitter bucket of compost that I'm gonna put, I gotta weed and then put in around the rhubarb. And corn, sunflowers, all the zucchinis and things. My comfrey's not looking very happy. I've really got to get that out around the apple trees. I think I'm gonna put compost around the apple trees and plant the comfrey in that. And as much as I hate to, I think I'm gonna have to take my hardware cloth off of these because they're getting big enough that they're starting to hit the hardware cloth. This spinach, I've got to get a bunch of this harvested. I think I'm gonna blanch and freeze a bunch of it, but it's growing up to the hardware cloth as well. Our cherry tomatoes, getting a lot of blossoms coming on them. I've got those kind of tied up, if you can see, with the yarn. Peppers, more cherry tomatoes, and a little bit of herbs that have made it. I'll probably start some more to put into the green stalk planters I have up on the deck. So I think that's it. So have a good day. See you on the next one.